This time, we will follow the story of a laborer and his employer in the presence of a king. What's the story like? Let's find out together. Bismillah. The Islamic civilization in India once engraved a golden chapter in its history. And one of the peak periods was when the Mughal Empire stood and flourished rapidly. In the midst of that glorious era, the Mughals became a powerful nation, renowned as one of the largest empires in the world. At that time, Shah Jahan, the fifth king of Mughal Empire, adorned the throne with wisdom and grandeur. Shah Jahan's birth name was Khurram, the son of Jahangir, the fourth Mughal king. His father, titled Nuruddin Muhammad al-Ghazi, ruled from 1605 to 1627. His mother, Nur Jahan, also had an influence in shaping Shah Jahan's personality. His name then shone brightly above two famous architectural wonders, the Taj Mahal and the Jama Masjid. One day, when King Shah Jahan was outside his palace on hunting expeditions, he was confronted by a laborer who seemed tired and confused. With a compassionate look, the king attentively listened to his grievance. The laborer, a loyal worker for his master, told a tale of hardship. Having not received his wages for several months while desperately needing the money, the laborer pleaded for justice from the king. Hearing this touching story, Shah Jahan felt sympathetic. He ordered his guard to bring the laborer's employer before him. Once the employer was in his presence, Shah Jahan immediately interrogated him. In front of the wise king, the employer couldn't hide the injustice he had committed. He hesitantly admitted that he had indeed not paid the wages of the loyal worker for a long time. As a fair leader, Shah Jahan wanted to teach the employer a lesson. He firmly instructed the employer to dismount from his horse, then ordered the laborer to mount the horse. With their position reversed, the wise king invited both of them to join the hunt. Of course, this made the employer tired, as he was not accustomed to walking, especially in the midst of the forest. While walking, Shah Jahan delivered an unforgettable piece of advice. This is a lesson that you must always appreciate the work of anyone who tirelessly works for you, including this laborer of yours. The wise king not only provided a moral lessons but also ensured that justice was served for the laborer. With his wisdom, Shah Jahan asserted to the employer, "Now I will pay you since you have obeyed my command. But from now on, you must pay your laborer according to the agreement you made. Fulfill his right. Do not withhold them, as Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala does not like it." Prophet Muhammad SAW commanded to give wages before the sweat of the worker dries. From Abdullah bin Omar, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Give the wages to a worker before his sweat dries." Narrated by Ibn Majah. The meaning of this hadith is to promptly fulfill the rights of the worker after completing the work. As taught by Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, Shah Jahan found a moral foundation that strengthened his actions. He emphasized the principle of paying wages before the worker's sweat dries as the basis of justice in treating workers. With wisdom and justice, Shah Jahan ensured that amidst the grandeur of his buildings, the dignity of workers was carefully maintained, becoming a valuable lesson and virtue that we should all uphold. That concludes our story this time. May we gain many lessons from it, thus increasing our faith and pity to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And may Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala always protect us from the temptation of the accursed Satan, and grant us the best reward for all our righteous deeds. namely the paradise of Firdaus in the hereafter. Amin. Wallahu alam bisawab. Assalamu alaikum.